In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my 6'4" rebounding lockdown build. I don't know what you're going to call this build. I've already dropped this build before, but this build's rebounding is always surprising rec players. Okay, I'm going to show you guys very quickly what the attributes of this build is. Now, for me, this is why I'm not too impressed when people say to me, Fair, I've got like a godly 6'4" build. I mean, every 6'4" build should be godly on this game. I mean, the stats are just incredible, but I tweaked this build the way I obviously kind of play the game. And if you guys can see, this build can do pretty much a bit of everything really well. You can play defense really well. You can shoot really well. You have really good finishing and you can still rebound. This rebounding always surprises a lot of people because people don't really expect 6'4" to be snagging. And we have strength on this build. That strength obviously also allows us to have that legend immovable enforcer without using any cap breakers, which is pretty insane. And we have an 85 vert. Okay, so this build is very athletic, and yeah, you guys will see throughout the gameplay. It's just a really good sort of fun build to play with. You guys can see we've got that legend immovable enforcer. I don't know how useful it is sometimes when you play defense or the pick dodger, but anyways, that's just something else for a completely separate video. But yeah, without wasting too much of your time, yeah, I want to show you guys two different rec gameplays. One of them we grab a decent amount of rebound, but the second game we definitely grabbed way more rebound than a 6'4" should be getting in a normal game. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rec games, and yeah, you can see how insane this build goes when it comes to the rebounding. So here we are in the rec, okay? You guys see, I mean, for some reason, even though I'm a 6'4" small forward, I actually play more power forward on this build than I actually play the four. Sorry, the three. So I don't know what's up with that, but luckily for us, I mean, we're playing a 6'9", and he's one of those 6'9" that doesn't have rebounding. It's like a typical small forward, 99 driving dunk, 90 vertical. So he's going for legend posterizer. Anyone that has legend posterizer, you'll let me know if it's worth it. I don't know, okay? But he definitely didn't show me anything to make me think that it was. But you guys will see, man, this build, okay, when it comes to the rebounding, I'm not always going for the board because I'm very small. Pause. Like I know when I'm gonna get the board and when I'm not. You guys saw in that first possession, my center was in a really good position, so there was no point in me being in the paint. Okay, if my center's in a good position, I'm not really gonna go for it. Okay, now this build, honestly, it's actually built like a mini center. It's like a mini literally big. And even though there's certain games where every center in this game now, they're literally playing the game like it's the real life NBA where the centers don't even set screens anymore. Everyone just sits in a corner. So with the strength of this build, even though I don't have brick wall, you guys can see getting some block there. Even though I don't have brick wall, you still set some big body screens with this build. And like I said, the shooting is still really good. So even if you want to just spot up on this build, you can. Now, for me personally, what I actually really like about this build is that 65 standing dunk. It's so underrated. And you guys will see throughout this game. You guys are just getting those, we sneak in there for those boards, but those standing dunks are so effective when you're in the paint. You just go straight up. Some of the animations I even get on the standing dunks, actually, you guys can see, for example, in that possession, they're actually better than some of my centers animation. Like, so so your centers sometimes try go for this insane so putbacks and they get blocked. But you guys can see we got a steal and we contact dunk that man, bro. And the crazy thing is we can still go up with our driving dunk with the future cap breakers, so I can still get 96 driving dunk on this build for the Hall of Fame posterizer. We do have the post control element of this build as well. You can still play defense. So this build is like a literal pest when it comes to the rec, because you can pretty much just kind of do whatever you want around the court. And if you want to rebound, if you want to leak out on the break, if you want to play defense, you have a bit of option to doing what you want to do. But again, going in there grabbing those boards, it really helps. Okay, it really helps because sometimes some of these centers, I be leaving the board thinking they're gonna get it and they get out rebounded. So I don't know what's going on sometimes, but again, because you're 6'4", I've seen people just kind of message me every single time, like, what is your height or, what's your build? Because you're grabbing boards and people don't expect it. Even right there, look, I'm even, get contesting the bigs, even though I've only got like a 60 interior defense or something like that. So the interior defense is quite low. So if I was ever to remake this build, I'm not, but if I was, I'll probably make it with a super high interior defense just to be really toxic with it. But you guys can see off ball is nice with this build as well. And if you do want to switch yourself onto guarding the ball handlers, which I've done a few times, you have no problem doing that. But you guys can see we are still snagging, even though the centers are around the area. So it's not like I'm just trying to grab some easy rebounds. And because of the way I play the game, I always say this on all my builds. I always play like I'm a pure inside player. So people always assume I can't shoot for some reason, even though I'm in a 6'4" build. But look at that. When it comes to the standing dunk, I told you it's really effective. One of the most annoying thing when you play with rec randoms, you guys can see we won that game. We got 10 rebounds, which is really impressive for like a small build. We got 5 offensive rebounds. Now, if you guys thought that was impressive, you guys will see how many rebounds I grabbed the second game. But yeah, like one thing about being a small player when you play rec randoms, a lot of people cut to the paint, but they can't dunk the ball, so they get blocks all the time. So with a build like this, it's just super effective. You go in the paint, if someone passes, even if they pass to you late, you can still go up without going up for like a layup animation, which is really nice. Now, again, the second game we played, I stayed with the same guy, so this is pretty much a back-to-back game with in the random with the random, should I say? But you guys can see he's got 99 permanent defense, 99 still. I mean, come on, dude. Like this man's coming to wreck. I don't know what you're trying to do with that. Anyways, he's actually not gonna last very long in this game. You guys will see. He's gonna end up quitting because playing the four with those stats don't really mean much. Okay, you need to be able to get rebounds. I went into the post right here, and yeah, your boy, I changed my shot timing, boys. I changed my shot timing to normal risk because I'm tired of seeing guys make whites. Okay, now you guys will see this guy right here. This listen, rhythm shooting guys that use it. Listen, GG's to you guys, yeah. But like, come on, dude. Those guys that use rhythm shooting, they're just insane, bro. They barely missed on this game, bro. But anyways, you guys can see we grabbed the offensive board right there. We see another rebounding, bro. We went crazy when it came to the rebound in this game. Look, this is a 6'4" build with the center around. Okay, this is the other team center still around the paint, and I end up dishing out to my center. But again, they can contest the shots. So you can like again, you're very flexible around the court. So it's one of my more fun builds to play on. If I don't, if I can't get games on my center and I really just want to chill, lay back in bed or something, I would just go on this build because I don't have to do too much. Okay, I just grab some rebounds, get some steals, go to the paint, get some free dunks, and that is pretty much it. And occasionally I will have to shoot or maybe go to the to the post. But you guys can see again, look, we're out here helping out our centers, grabbing those rebounds. A lot of these rec randoms, they're just not expecting a 6'4" guy to grab those boards. Now, again, like I said, a lot of centers nowadays are just sit on the 3-point line. So most of the time, even your center will not be in the paint. Oh yeah. Still shooting white sphere. But yeah, a lot of your centers will not be in the paint. So like you need someone else to be able to help with those occasional rebounds. Even the big body screen. I told you guys, I knocked that guy down with a screen, even though I don't have any sort of brick wall. But look at this guy, bro, with the rhythm shooting. I don't even know how you rhythm shoot in the post. I know you rhythm shooters probably know how to do that stuff, but guy, bro, I don't even want to know. But anyways, guys can see we also have that post game element. So when I'm being guarded by someone of a similar height, maybe 6'6" or 6'7", you guys can see even off the free throw, we grab the board. If I'm being guarded by someone of a similar height to me, I already know if they ain't got post control, I'm gonna go for the spin every single time, and I should get it. But you guys can see we're kind of just sneaking in there with these boards, man. Like being a 6'4" player, and this for me is quite impressive because you get loads of people in the game claiming to be like one of the best rebounders, but everyone's on like a 7'99" offensive rebound or defensive rebounding build. You should people were expected to be able to get boards, you know what I mean? But you guys can see we start off the half again. This man is just going crazy. But when you're 6'4", it takes something. You need to kind of know what you're doing and how to maneuver around the court. Like for example, right here, look, even though the center's still there, look, we are still grabbing those boards. Okay, now this guy was a problem this game, so I was just like, I'm gonna have to. I didn't want to. I wanted him to keep, having fun, but I wasn't gonna lose this game, bro. Look at this man, bro. Like rhythm shooting, contested, didn't matter, bro. Like we almost lost this game until the very end because this man, look, the whole team had to end up guard. The whole team had to end up jumping because that rhythm shooting is just some BS, bro. Like I don't know what it is, bro, but it's just insane. But look at this move. This was crazy. Went into this, and we're gonna go straight into the post. I told you guys that was a pretty decent defense. I thought I was gonna get it, but it's an AI with 99 permanent defense, so we just took him straight into the post. But this guy, here he goes again with all these little post game. He came back with his own layup. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we almost lost this game because he was kind of almost carrying his team. But towards the end, we end up pulling away. But you guys can see again, it got to a stage where your center trusts you when your center is leaving. Look at this guy, bro. Like he finally started missing. But your center trusts you when he's leaving the 6'4" to go grab the look. The center's already running the break. I've got so many rebounds. He's like, nah, fair, you can have that. But look, we're still snagging on this build, and 2K, can we fix that pass deflection, please? Like, come on, my guy. But look, We grabbed the boards again, even the center jumping for it. This is why the center kept going on the break, because even sometimes when he was jumping for it, I was still getting favorable animation. Look at that. I mean, that's insane. This is a 6'4" build. Um, like just grabbing balls like it's just nothing, right? Look, right here, look, the whole team is just look, we're still I told you this is like a mini center sometimes where I play with it. If I don't get double teamed sometimes and I'm being guarded by the same height, you already know I'm literally just gonna keep drop stepping, keep posting up the whole time. Kind of like Jalen, like kind of like Brunson. Brunson is like, he's a post scorer right now. Every time I watch his game, so he's pretty cool. But you guys can see we grabbed bro, 16 boards, and I was trying to go for that 2020 game. I was trying to go for that 2020 game because if you show these stats to anyone right now, like you grab 20 points, you got 20 points, and you guys can see right here, we snuck in we snuck in that last rebound. 20 points and 17 rebounds. No one is ever gonna guess you're 6'4". They might maybe they might guess 6'7" or 6'6", maybe 6'8", but if you tell someone, by the way, I grabbed 17 boards with 17 offensive rebound and I'm only 6'4", like no one's gonna believe you, bro. Like it's absolutely wild how how good this build is to play with sometimes. But look, again, we play the 4 a lot, which is the reason why we're grabbing this many boards. I don't know why we rarely play at the 3. But yeah, man, that is pretty much it on this build. Super athletic build, super fun build. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.